Prayer cannot even solve Nigerian problem now. What can actually solve Nigerian problem is work and proper planning.
Prayer solves my own problem. So I don't know how prayer will solve Nigerian problem.
You may say, okay, we are praying, we're not saying changes. Have you ever considered what if you don't pray? What would have happened?
I don't believe prayer solves Nigeria's problem now. Let's bring Ogulakaye into all these problems that we are facing now. Let's bring it so that our leaders, because everybody will come and be swearing. If you pack money, if you do money laundering, the money they are supposed to pay to the workers, and only you pack it, come and swear with Ogun, let Ogun kill that person.
So Christianity being a solution to Nigerians' problem, a solution or whatever, do Nigerians believe in it?
100% prayer is a distraction. It's not solving any problem. Because the truth is,
prayer works for me as a person. It is not a distraction.
Prayer cannot even solve Nigerian problem now. Prayer cannot solve it. What can actually solve Nigerian problem is work and proper planning.
Prayer solves my own problem. So I don't know how prayer will solve Nigerian problem. Because I cannot be praying for myself now, how to feed, how my family will manage, and I'll put Nigeria. I cannot put Nigeria.
I used to say that whatever you believe works for you. So it doesn't really matter to me. Whatever, if you say Boni 9 they work for you, or Shango, I just believe because it all has to do with your faith. You have to believe in it to work for you. If it's working for you, then
as for me, it does. Prayer as a Christian is the key. You may say, okay, we are praying, we're not saying changes. Have you ever considered what if you don't pray? What would have happened? Nobody knows. What you believe works for you. That's why there's a place in the scripture that says, when men are saying there's a cast down, me as an individual, I'll be saying there's a lifting up. When people are complaining that they don't have, they are suffering in this country, I don't complain because I am a child of God. I know what I believe. I pray.
prayer has a part to play. What prayer does in Nigerian problem is to give the wisdom to solve the problem. A lot of people pray and leave everything to prayer. If you pray, there is a part where you, as a man, you have work to do.
I don't believe prayer solves Nigeria's problem now. Let's bring Ogulakaye into all these problems that we are facing now. Let's bring it so that our leaders, because everybody will come and be swearing. If you pack money, if you do money laundering, the money they are supposed to pay to the workers, and only you pack it, come and swear with Ogun, let Ogun kill that person.
So Christianity being a solution to Nigerians' problem, a solution or whatever, do Nigerians believe in it? First of all, we have to believe that this is a solution to us for it to actually have an effect, an impact. So I don't know, but that's not something I can clearly state that this is what it is.
100% prayer is a distraction. It's not solving any problem. Because the truth is, you cannot be praying for somebody who is not praying for himself. If you are a believer and you understand what prayer is all about, how can you pray for somebody who is not praying for himself? Or you are praying for somebody and you are not even involving the person in prayer for the person to pray as well. So how is the same God that we are all believing in going to answer a prayer of somebody who is doing something else? Take for instance, you are praying for Brother John in your house to do better in his life, and Brother John is somewhere on top of a woman. How do you expect that prayer of yours to work on him? I think that's just an example I will give for somebody to think about and answer that question themselves as well. Although I've answered it, if you look at it critically, prayer does not solve anything. It only solves personal problems.
Prayer works for me as a person. It is not a distraction. Oh no, prayer is not a distraction. Prayer is the key to even solving our problems. Please just take your time to consider, if I don't pray, what would have happened? Prayer is one of the main factors to stopping a lot of, hardship from happening. But we still really need to work hard though. Not like if we just stay and say we'll be praying. Work hard. then pray and see if God will not bless the work of your hands. Prayer is not a distraction, it's a way forward.
If Nigerians can plan very, very well, they won't have problem. When you go to this Western world, how many of them pray? How many churches do you see there? They all plan, they have this perfect plan, and they work according to the plan. That's what will bring perfection. Prayer can only come maybe just to back everything up. That whatever plan one have planned, prayer will just use prayer to back everything.
So I think praying. It's like somebody that is not working now, you are praying. How will you get the money? How will you get the money? Even if a little thing be doing. But if you are praying, everybody will go and be lying in church. Instead of them to go to work and do the rightful thing, they will either go to church and be praying. So I think prayer is not really a distraction, Sha. It still works, but at the same time, it's still a distraction. Because where we are supposed to be active, you are praying. Where you are supposed to be praying, you are doing something else.
Prayer solving Nigeria problem is like a barber using what a gardener used to cut flower to barb hair. As I used to say, I have never heard about bush fish. What I normally hear is bush meat. We are talking about practicality. Do things that will move you forward. You can see the time of Joseph and Mary has gone. You can never have twins without meeting your wife.
With the things that is going on in the country, you just have to pray for you to be able to, no matter how worst it is in Nigeria, let me be among that will survive. So if Nigeria what's it concern Nigeria?
Now, the thing is this: God is spirit. The Bible expressly said it. God is spirit, meaning that if God will do anything in this plane of man, he needs man. So when you pray, the idea you need will come. If you sit down and you don't do anything, bros, Nigeria will spoil past anything. You pray, you don't carry your PVC to go and vote. Or when they say, let's protest, nobody's going out. Prayer alone cannot solve it all. We need to borrow sense. We really need to borrow sense.
Prayer is a distraction, total and absolute distraction. God will help us. God will help us. Do the right thing and the right things will happen. The country that are developing, how many times do you hear their voice when they are praying? That is what the white man have done to us. The harm, the damage they have done to us. And our people embrace it without checkmating, without consideration, without giving it a second thought. That's what prayer have done us in this country. But I pray one day, I repeat, one day, the right thing will be done and the right things will begin to happen.